Yep. So he just used the word, let me run the project. You see this? So it means, of course, his computer need to be prepared. On his computer, there is a Node.js software installed. Node.js means JavaScript, remember? And he is using a specific IDE where you write the code, you debug the code. It's called the VS Code. Okay. And then he said, of course, you have to run the code. So you have to build it. You see, he's using a specific port number here, 3001. So a port number is nothing but an extension. What does it mean? It means in internet, we use so many types of application, so many. Actually, 65,000 over application type in internet. So HTTP is one, email is another, SSH is another, Telnet is another, SSL is another. There is a 65,000 of application in internet we use. So he's using one of the port number means application extension. Default HTTP port is 8080. Default means that's the by default you get it. And nothing you are doing it, by the way, you just know. Okay, so now we have a sign up API user story.
Actually, for the e-commerce app, I'm facing a problem for running the project. That's why I run the
Sure.
admin panel just to show
E-commerce
the
admin or e-com admin. Okay, so let's do e-com admin. That's fine. The same.
yes.
Go to the e-com admin. Okay. So in the code base, you see why we are, because I don't understand all of the user story. Only way I
So
can understand when I meet with the developer in the technical review meeting, based on the user story, I am working in my sprint planning. I do not go outside of his scope. You see, wording has to be very carefully selected. So if we understand this one, so there is admin panel as well, seller portal as well. So for the sake of argument, there is no user interface. Remember, in the API, in the backend logic, user do not see anything. User only see the front end, which is either website front end or the mobile app, which is the app, or the desktop app. So in the admin, the seller portal, of course, seller has to log in. Seller will have the different type of activities. But why don't you just go over a little bit the project structure, this project structure, so that you guys can understand how the e-commerce admin, how e-com platform works. So walk me through from the left side. From the left side, all the no. Go to the code base, please.
okay.
Okay. From the left side, all the API, campaign, order. So one by one.
So okay. So we have like a API folder. So as we have used the React.js project, so by default we can have a API folder. So they gave a API folder and a export default function, and then for the AV pages.
Okay, when can I have to come here?
What do you want to do?
Am I audible?
I have to talk with you.
After 4 o'clock.
Yes, I can hear you.
Okay. So then for AB pages, we have a several folder like campaign.
Okay, so stay there now. If you guys see on the Swagger, you saw the campaign, there was a feature. You see that there's also design behind the scene. See that this campaign is a folder here. And you see this, there will be feature on the Agile ALM, on the project management, the campaign, there will be feature. So you see everything is connected, right? Everybody follow this, right? What did this call? All these things called traceability metrics. Remember that? They're all connected. You see this? Because developer cannot just write whatever they want. Everybody follow what? The user story or the feature. So you see this? Swagger, there is a naming. In the code base, there is a naming. So all we actually connected together. Yeah. So in the campaign, he actually managed the campaign related all of the activities. Okay. again, your part is not to understand his code base. Your goal is actually the behind the scene, how you actually design. So can you actually go one of the API? Just show one of the API.
Okay. So
For the admin, the sign up API or admin user API, so that we will know. We will cover the 5 things now. There is a HTML, there is a CSS, and there is actually the API also involved, and there is a JavaScript. That's actually the code base look like. That's
let's
the
say
login. Yep. You go
I
back.
used, okay.
Go back. Yeah. So that's the login.
Yes.
Okay.
So
So in the e-commerce platform, there is a 2 portal. One is seller portal, one is buyer portal. So go to the API, go to the Swagger API first. You see this admin sign in, admin sign up. Okay, so let's say admin sign in. I do not need to. So there is 2 pieces of information. Admin means seller, the email and the password, application JSON and everything else. Correct? So let's look in the code what is happening. So go to the code base now. So in the code base, so first of all, it's a login.js in the left side. JS means JavaScript. Okay, that's the file name. And the go on the top of the code, this code base. Okay. Oh, this is only for the login here. So all this
yes.
actually the code is written for the login. And there are 4 things is here. You will be walking us through. One is HTML, another is CSS, another is logic, another is what is called JavaScript, another is API has been built as well. Another is API has been built. So
Okay.
show us the API first and show us the implementation second.
Okay. So I used this API, the endpoint.
Now, where is this API has been built? Go to
So
this API.
yes, this is the endpoint.
Okay, this is the code base. Show the code base first. Starting and end.
Okay. So this is the form part.
Okay, so this is the form part means your website interface. Can you go show them now? That's the your front part, front end. Okay, go back now. So
And
that's
this
the form part. You see this? So that's the one part.
this
So
one is for email, and
yeah.
this one is for password.
So each of the field, what we found out now, each of the field there is a code base. And each of the field in the website you see is called the web element. Anything you see on the website is called the web element. Okay, so that's the reason you see this. Each of this, what is the sign in?
So
There is a login. There is a third button. There is a login. There is 2 input, 1 button, right? On this,
yes.
that's the login. There is 2 input. Go back now again. Good. So that's the way you see this. Nothing is coming automatic. It's behind the scene. We need to build it. So now this is interface is done.
So when I click,
yeah, go ahead.
When I click on this button, a function will be called, like this is the function on finish. So after calling this on finish,
okay, so actually, so what happened, how the web works? So let me rephrase now how the web works. So of course, we type the username, we type the password, nothing happened at this moment yet. Nothing, no action happened. The moment you hit the login button, now the backend logic start evaluating your request. Means your API gets hits. API gets hit. So that's what he's saying. Once I did the username, I passed the password. The moment I hit the login button, now my logic has been kicked off. That's what he's saying. And the logic, remember, look at the line number 20. Look at the line number 20, /admin/sign-in. And before that, there is a word host. Did you see that? Now let's go back to the Swagger. Go back to the Swagger. Did you see this? Did you see the admin sign-in? You guys are engineer now. That's it. Let's take a break, guys. We prove everything you guys